Willard Gray, an engineer at the General Electric High Voltage Laboratory, built reproductions in 1939 and demonstrated they could produce electrical current, lending credibility to Koenig's battery hypothesis. Television science programs including Mythbusters have replicated the batteries multiple times, connecting several in series to produce enough voltage to electroplate metal, demonstrating the practical feasibility of ancient electroplating. The question that has haunted researchers for decades is why ancient peoples would create such devices if they didn't understand the underlying principles of electrical chemistry. Some scholars argue the batteries might have been used for electroplating precious metals, a technique that would allow craftsmen to coat base metals with thin layers of gold or silver, creating luxury items more economically. Archaeological evidence from the region includes gilded objects with unusually thin, uniform coatings that would be difficult to achieve through traditional fire gilding methods but consistent with electroplating techniques. Others suggest the batteries might have served religious or medical purposes, with priests using the tingling sensation of electrical current to convince believers they were experiencing divine power, or healers using electrical stimulation for pain relief. Ancient texts from various civilizations describe mysterious objects in temples that produced strange sensations when touched, descriptions that could potentially refer to electrical devices whose true nature was misunderstood by later generations. The Greek physician Scribonius Largus wrote in the 1st century AD about using electric fish to treat headaches and gout, demonstrating that ancient peoples were aware of electricity's effects even if they didn't understand electromagnetic theory. However, skeptics point out that no ancient texts explicitly describe batteries or electrical generation, and the purpose of these jars remains entirely speculative without documentary evidence. Alternative theories suggest the jars might have been used for storing scrolls, with the copper cylinder protecting precious documents from moisture and insects, the iron rod serving as a support structure for rolled parchment or papyrus. Some archaeologists argue the artifacts are simply storage vessels that coincidentally happen to have the right components to function as batteries, with no intentional electrical purpose behind their construction. The debate intensified when some researchers noted that similar jars have been found at multiple sites across ancient Mesopotamia, suggesting a widespread use rather than isolated experiments with electrical phenomena. Excavations at Seleucia on the Tigris, another Parthian site, uncovered additional examples, and reports suggest similar artifacts may exist from even earlier periods, potentially pushing the date of these mysterious devices back further. The Parthian Empire was known for sophisticated metalworking, advanced irrigation systems, and impressive architectural achievements, demonstrating technological capabilities that make battery creation at least plausible within the cultural context.